as a confused 23-year-old slash almost 24-year-old who did like art. I feel like art has been a bit ruined for me, and as monetizing it ruined it. I don't know. I think I like art in a sort of broad scope, but when I think about having to produce work for someone, I don't know. I don't have a lot of guilt around work and productivity and living in this capitalist society. I don't know, capitalism has ruined everything. Yeah, capitalism has ruined everything for me. No, perfectionist and person who quite enjoys working. I think I've accidentally internalized so much capitalism. So I'm gonna try and overcome this somehow. Don't know how I'm gonna do it, but we'll see. I'm really in my studio now. I did love art, and I'm having a week where I'm just like, I hate it. I hate art. I don't know why I go through phases of loving it and hating it, and at the moment I actually really hate it. Pre-period, to be honest. But it's hard to know what you want, because I feel like I should be doing more of a job that gives me a stable income and I can just do stuff in my life. But even that is hard. Even that is finding more of a full-time job that's interesting you and not mind numbing. I think that, oh, here is some of my stuff online. It looks rubbish, I know, but what can I? Live in a world where I hate my job because you spend so much time working. But I also realise that you need money to survive, and also not having money makes you miserable. I just want to be able to do something where I can be creative. Oh, dropped my earring. Where I can be creative and get paid for that, but I'm not sure if this money stuff is ruining it. About YouTube and film and stuff, I'm like, maybe I should do that. I quite like YouTube, but again, I'm scared if I did YouTube properly or like really put my heart and soul into it, it'd ruin like YouTube for me, because that's like the place I go to relax. I would like to do it. I just want to be a full-time funny person, to be honest. I think deep down that's who I am. I might not seem funny right now, but I can be a good bit of crack when you need me to know the law in order to be funny, the lawler. And like, that's my idea of creativity, but I am so attached to like my ability to draw and make art that I can't let it go. Maybe I shouldn't have to let it go. Maybe it should always be within me. But I've really attached my identity towards it, and I know I have, and I'm cognizant of it, and I'm trying to work through it. And my plan of action is to just not think, which is a lot harder than you think. I think I overthink my way out of things, and I think I just need to do. Sometimes doing anything is better than nothing, and I fall into a trap of just living in my head and not being productive in that way. Like, and just be honest with yourself, and you can be honest that you don't know exactly. The thing is, I do know. I know I want to be creative, and I know I want to like help the world somehow using creativity. So far, I have enjoyed like engagement arts, but I also like making. But when there's a full pressure on making, and you're not really getting a lot of money from it, you get some money but not enough to survive, it kind of makes you resent it, which is not a nice place to be. So now that I'm talking out loud, the solution would be to have a full-time job and then do creative stuff on the side. But I'm also like, what full-time job do I need to get? And then get a job in the cost of living. The stuff is just so hard. Like, I've got a job at the moment, but it's so varied in hours, and I need that stability. As a person who could maybe be autistic or on the spectrum, I don't mean like, I'm not complaining about this, I'm just trying to talk it out. Yeah, it's hard being young, but it is confusing. But I think I have this weird confidence that it will work out, but I'm also very impatient. One of the most impatient people I know, and I also can't stand being bored, and I need to get comfortable with boredom. I'd like to definitely make more like YouTube videos, just content like reacting. Again, there's like a part of me that's just scared. It's like, I don't value my opinion or my responses. YouTube channel is just me being like, I want to do YouTube, but I'm scared, and then post a YouTube video about wanting to do YouTube. mean, I think it's just a lot of pressure as well, because I feel like you have to be the best. But also I feel like TikTok is just based on grabbing attention. I don't want more meaningful chats or convos or just... I mean, I do enjoy TikTok, but it is used to be addictive and it can be a bit dangerous in that sense. How does art relate to this? I don't know, but I think what I like about art is the ideas more so, and thinking. I like thinking as much to my detriment, and I like thinking about society and that sort of criticism and reflection and observing. That can be channeled in other jobs or other forms of employment. This is to explain what I'm doing is I'm trying to create a Santa hat for a previous cat print that I've done. Sorry, this is weird like ADHD sort of intersection. So, but my plan would be to ink it up there and then just because I'll print flip. It's just Christmas, just trying to get some Christmas cards out. People like cats, so like I was saying, I just feel very confused and I just don't want to give in. But I'm also bored of instability. I'm more comfortable in not knowing of like mental load, and I think I overthink and I just don't know how to stop my brain, so I'm just trying to like shut up that brain. And I'm for a master's. So I think masters in art is different when you study it, or because I'm quite again interested in the theoretical side and that sort of stuff. About being like a city planner though, well that's just random. I also love tubes. This is like quite random, like I'm funny girl, that's all. Yeah, this is struggling in that sense of like comparing myself, and then because we're all at such different life stages, in like early 20s, it can be just so confusing. To apply for a job, you're like too young, so then you have to keep working jobs that aren't always building what you want in your career. I'm struggling in that aspect. I have no relatives. Oh, this is a shit looking Santa hat. Sorry guys. He's baking, honestly, or cooking, or doing things that are like kind of for me, but don't have to be for anyone else. Like, to be honest, I always thought I had to do stuff for everyone else or to provide something outside of myself. But doing stuff for me is like weirdly empowering. Maybe because for a long time I kind of neglected myself or my sort of body. I wish I was less overwhelmed all the time. I don't know, if anyone can give me tips on just not thinking, that would be great. It is my own downfall. I think I need to be more uncomfortable with just doing things I don't always want to do. This is like pathological demand avoidance, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, you can't direct this either. It's so hard being a jack of all trades, but it is. It is. It's a real problem. Donate to this charity for alljackofalltrades.com. But philosophically smart, like ContraPoints or philosophy tube, like both of them are like chef's kiss. I mean, I didn't do a master's in philosophy, so maybe I should. That's going to derail me again. I actually had like a thought earlier of like, maybe I should do counselling. Maybe I should like be a counsellor. Also, so this is the most ADHD conversation with myself, but I think I have. I know it's hard being neurodivergent, because I know I'm definitely neurodivergent. There's something up with me. There's something not right, but because I operate in like obsessions, and if it's not fulfilling to my obsession, I kind of don't want it. Maybe I do have ADHD. But it's also hard as a girl. I was also a very like, academic child, and to not have that academic praise anymore is quite difficult for me. I think it's for me to verbally say stuff out loud. I think I try to write things down, but I think I have to just say it. Say it. I know what you are. I'm fire. Alright, let's get Twilighty. Like, Twilight is my religion. Conclude. I have nothing to conclude. I do feel better about talking about it for myself, but I'm just trying to do the rubbing for this. It's going to print better than it looks right now. It looks a bit but we'll see. Okay, I've just checked my period. I am 4 days away from my period apparently, so this might be why I hate everything.